Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Aloha, and welcome to ARK Survival Evolved. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do, proper farming and how to do some proper farming irrigation. So let's get right in. No, wrong farming. Goddamn stupid mother. Ah, that's the right one. Okay. So, just a rundown on why farming is necessary, especially for clans on this game. Farming is used to gather resources and materials and whatnot for making kibble. It's also something nice to have in case you want, just a constant supply of, narco berries, azul berries, mijo, so on and so forth. It's just something nice to have, that way you're not always going around gathering food and supplies, because you always have it right there waiting for you. But I'm going to go over the few steps you need to go ahead and start your farm. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is a crop. Now I got small crops, medium, and large. Now the difference between the three, and I'm going to tell you that right now, is the small crop you can only plant so maybe 1 or 2 per plot. We're gonna find that out right now. We're gonna do some mijo berries here. We're gonna go ahead and put these guys in our slot. Not eat them. Go ahead and put that next to theirs. And then we're going to go to our mijo berries. Guess we didn't need to put them in our slot. And let's go ahead and do 1 for right now. We'll check back on there. Yeah, seeded. Okay, so there is a mijo berry in there. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 more. Actually, we're going to do something different here. We're going to do a narco berry here. Do that. There we go. Sorry about that. Go ahead and put ourselves a narco berry in there. And now it says seeded. Not seeded, not seeded, seeded, and seeded. So in order to make these plants grow through your crop, you need proper irrigation and fertilization. And I'm going to explain how to do irrigation right now, because as you can see, I already have 2 set up. But I want to make 1 more. Even though it's saying that this is completely irrigated, I want to make 1 more over here, just so you guys get an understanding on how to do that. So give me 1 second, and I'll get all set up for you. Now that you see that I have all my various pipes, you start getting pipes closer to level, I think 25 is when you start getting stone. It might be a little earlier than that, and then later on you get metal, and that's going to be your primary one of use for irrigation. So we're going to go ahead and set up. So first you're going to need an intake, which kind of looks like this guy. Kind of looks like a straight pipe with a little tube heading on the back of it. This is going to be what you need to put into the water in order to get the water to come up in the first place. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to line up where we want to put it. Right between those 2 plots right there. So we're going to go straight ahead. And it's kind of a pain. I guess I can only put it right about there, which kind of sucks, but you can only put them in certain spots. It'll disappear if you can't, and it'll turn red if you can't put it on certain spots. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 right here. Alright, now that we have our intake put in place, we're going to go ahead and set up a vertical. And that's coming straight out of the ground. And we're going to put some straight pipe in. Perfect. And then finally, we're going to put our tap, which looks like a giant cinder block with holes drilled in it. Now you'll notice that there's these things down here. These are called reservoirs. Now, you don't necessarily need them. I'm only putting them up there so you can see how they work. But basically you have to have an intake going into the reservoir, and thereon you could walk up to it, fill up canteens. If it's near a crop, it'll actually irrigate the crop. And I think you can also attach tap to it as well. So we're gonna go ahead and just put 1 right here. But you can also put them in pretty ridiculous spots as well, like for some stupid ass reason there. Just anywhere where there's a joint, that's where you can basically put it. So we're gonna put 1 right there just for shits and giggles. As you can see, Even though this was already irrigated, it would have said 0 out of 600. Now it's properly irrigated. So now we have this. You can also fill up your canteen and take a drink from it as well, in case you're thirsty. Alright, next up we're going to talk about fertilizer. Those of you who've actually, know what fertilizer is, it's basically poop mixed with a bunch of like leaves and whatnot. Let's see if we got ourselves some poop down here. It's nasty, but I knew there was got to be a reason for it to collect poop in this game, and there you go! There you go! It's right there. So you take your poop, and you also take some thatch and maybe a little bit of wood, and you take it to your compost here. It's getting dark already. Wow. So let's go ahead and light this guy up. Sorry about that, guys. Go over here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick our poop in here. And as you can see, I already have a compost ready. After some amount of time, it starts to, build up a fertilizer. So the amount of poop. I'm not 100% sure on when the time would be, so don't quote me on that. If I tell you it'll be tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow. If I tell you Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. So, we have our seeds seeded. We have our water ready. Now we just need to add to our fertilizer. You can see it's 54,000 units of fertilizer in that guy right there. And you can see it is already starting to sprout a plant. That was almost instantaneous. I need to add some fertilizer there. Good thing we had some from earlier. Ooh. Go ahead and do that one. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the benefits of each plot. I know you can only do one in the small plot, but you can also benefit from a medium plot, because that's when you can do all the main seeds you're gonna need, like rock carrot and salvo roots, long grass. These are the things you're gonna need for making kibble. Now, if I didn't explain it before, kibble is the thing you use to tame dinosaurs. That's the whole reason why you have these crops in the first place, is to gain the ingredients needed for kibble, so you can tame all these beasties. So we grabbed a few. We're going to grab probably a couple more here. Did a long grass. Let's go ahead and grab one of yous and one of yous. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and plant our seeds in this guy right here. Got one. Okay. Apparently you can only do one in this guy as well, from what I hear. Although I'm pretty sure you can probably do more. Yeah, up to 10. So I'm not 100% sure on how that works. Huh. Anywho, it's planted in there. So now let's go ahead and add our fertilizer. And all you have to do is just click on it once. And there we go. It is now a rock carrot. Ooh, look at that. It's already starting to sprout. Let's do it for this one next. Go ahead and put let's put a root in this one. Yeah. We're gonna steal the fertilizer from this guy over here. I say grab it. There we go. Sorry about that. And we'll go ahead and deposit that right there. And that should say me. Should tell me. Yep, there we go. Wow, that almost starts immediately. Huh. Weird. So now those are all growing. Not 100% sure on how long it'll take. I know the wiki tells you exactly what you need to know. Let's grab some more fertilizer. Oops. Grab, I think they're over here. Yeah, there they are. That's where I put them up. As you can see, I've been stocking up a little bit. Now on to the larger plots, which I'm pretty sure you can put more than one in there. I'm pretty freaking sure you can, but we're going to talk more about Specimen X. These things are pretty damn interesting. These are basically, they're like little mobile turrets. So if any dinosaurs or any enemies get near, they kind of spit like the Diplo or the Dilophosaurus. They spit in their eyes and cause a little bit of temporary blindness. So let's go ahead and we're gonna actually plant specimen X in there. There we go. Water, it's irrigated, it's seeded. Let's see what that happens when it starts to grow. And that's what it looks like right there. So eventually when that thing grows, it's going to be a mobile turret that shoots at shit. At people. Stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead and put one more right over here. Go ahead, we'll put another. So we'll go ahead and put you in there. And you. Where did it go? Oh, I put it in my inventory. Alright, we're going to steal some fertilizer from you. Can I add that to it? I cannot. Damn it. Alright, there we go. Now all our plants are properly irrigated, all our plants are properly fertilized, and in a couple days or so, they should be fully grown crops for you to harvest. Run down on the whole process up to about here. I explained how irrigation works. You need to have an intake pipe in the water. You put your pipes up to travel the water to where you need it. And you have to have a tap. Primarily over the crops that you're going to need to irrigate it. Because it needs to have water. It needs to be irrigated. The greenhouse effect I will explain probably in a later video. I might actually make a greenhouse. Because that's the best way to grow stuff is in a greenhouse. And as soon as you have it properly irrigated, it's going to go up here. And then you needed the fertilizer, which of course you need a compost bin, which you get right around level, I think level 20 and so on. And you collect the poop and thatch, you put it in there and it makes compost. And then you use the compost to fertilize your crops. And then after a few days, you're going to have yourself a nice fully fledged crop. I just pooped. Where is it? I need my own poop. There you go. And we're gonna put you in here. Why the fuck not? Alright guys, I hope this video has been very informative. Sorry for the lack of spazatry. I'm trying to keep it a little more serious, yeah. A little more serious, yeah. Just a side note though, there are certain dinosaurs that are actually excellent for gathering everything you need and then some. This guy in particular, I'm gonna just call him Birdman. Therizinosaur? Therizinosaur. These guys in particular are the best for gathering everything you need. You can get fiber just by hitting the L2. And if you click R3, they actually do an attack. Whoops, don't know what the hell happened there. Damn it. Damn it. Looks like I lost my thing. There we go. And then R2 just does an attack. Wow. Every time I do that, he seems to lose his thing. Alright guys, it looks like that is going to do it. Please let me know if I left out any information that you wanted to know. I hope my information has been extremely helpful to you, more of a better understanding. Sorry the game felt the need to keep putting me in a night cycle. Now I'm trying to wait forever for this damn day cycle to be over with. Quick shout out to a Jordan Isarodia? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He wanted me to do a Primitive Plus video, which I will be doing next. My next ARC video will be of Primitive Plus. So, thank you, sir. Please keep the comments coming. You guys are definitely keeping me on my toes. If I had toes. Vietnam. You guys, I love every single one of you. Thank you so much, especially all you new people. Thank you so very much for everything. You guys definitely keep me going, keep me up, keep me ready. But look forward to more videos down the pipeline, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.